Canadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way, from birth to graduation, your first job to your home and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and programs including financial literacy quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso program, junior cooperatives in secondary schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
This is the GBN television news for a very wet Friday, the 2nd of July, 2021. I'm Chrislyn, Lashington. In the headlines, Hurricane Elsa dumped heavy rains across Grenada, leaving damage in its path. 68-year-old Sandra Booker is the vaccine lotto winner. In tonight's GBN Entertainment, we look at the use of gospel music to spread the ideals of Christianity. In Around the Globe, Barbadians continuing to count the damage caused by Hurricane Elsa. Jamaica's Prime Minister says no local elections for 2021 and further afield. Canada trying to account for more than 1,000 people forced to flee as wildfire destroys town. Coming up in sports, 4 athletes from the Grenada Athletics Association qualify for the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. And second Learn to Swim Week for 2021 just 10 days away. Details right after this message.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Good evening. This is GBN's news at 7. Forecasters at the Meteorological Office have predicted more rain into Friday night as Hurricane Elsa dumped heavy showers across the country on Friday as they continue to monitor the development and movement of Hurricane Elsa. This is the 6 p.m. weather bulletin for the state of Grenada. At 5 p.m., Hurricane Elsa was centered at latitude 14.2 north, longitude 63.7 degrees west, about 176 nautical miles northwest of Grenada. The center of the system passed north of Grenada today, producing heavy rains, thunder showers, and gusty winds across Grenada, Barbados, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Grenada is currently experiencing overcast conditions with light showers. However, thunder showers are still possible tonight. The system is moving toward the west at 30 miles per hour with maximum sustained winds near 85 miles per hour with higher gusts. The minimum central pressure remains at 29.27 inches. Projected track is a west-northwestward motion with a decrease in forward speed is expected Saturday night and Sunday, followed by a turn toward the northwest Sunday night or Monday. On the forecast track, Elsa will move across the eastern Caribbean Sea tonight and move near the southern coast of Hispaniola late Saturday or Saturday night. By Sunday, Elsa is forecast to move near Jamaica and portions of eastern Cuba and move near portions of central and western Cuba Sunday night and Monday. Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique can expect cloudy to overcast conditions to continue Friday night into Saturday, with light to moderate showers which may become heavy and isolated showers accompanied by gusty winds. The Met Office continues to closely monitor the progress of this system as it propagates away from the island chain. Potential impacts for the state of Grenada remains to be flash flooding, downed trees and power lines, landslides and rockfall. Grenada remains under a tropical storm watch at this time. The next update will be issued just after the newscast is over, so definitely stay tuned for updates. It wasn't quite the ordinary Friday morning as one might have expected. What was Tropical Storm Elsa has since upgraded to a Category 1 hurricane, dumping heavy rainfall on the Tri-Island on Friday, flooding roadways, businesses, and homes.
Our first stop was in the Woodland St. George area where one vehicle was trapped. We spoke with the owner who was munching on a bowl of soup he salvaged after he was hauled out by a tow truck.
I misjudged the place maybe. That water just coming in. The car was full of water, right up. I get up on top here. I get my phone, make my phone in wait and I start calling. And then the guy come and try and get it out. Pretending I eating and God spare my life. There's nothing to see.
Then it was on to Calavini St. George for our next stop. River Road was one of the areas severely affected. GBN caught up with some residents volunteering their services in cleaning up following the aftermath. Sylvan Chan is the disaster coordinator for St. George.
We are at the what we call the Coco Road, just around the Stadium Ring Road. We had some major water drainage here, and it caused some silt and gravels and stuff to come down. And here we are currently with a group of volunteers along with two executive members of the district committee who's assisting in the cleanup effort as we speak at this moment.
Honorable Peter David, parliamentary representative, also chimed in.
Did not cause much human damage in terms of houses and so on, but what it did was throw a lot of debris in the road, and there are some people who have businesses close to the river that suffered some loss. But all in all, we thank God that there was no human loss, there was no human injury, and I think we've come out well. Now this brings us face to face with a project that is about to start, which is the River Rehabilitation Project. That project is supposed to start anytime now, and I look forward to that. And what happened here today tells us how critical it is to get that project going.
Madam Ras, as she is affectionately called, is one such small business owner who described her experience, saying she lost a great deal, including that of her phone and shoes.
This was one of my greatest experience. Normally I will look at it grow until it reached high up, but I just stand there and I saw it, the water high in the drain there. So I called my husband immediately and I asked him if in the back so full up, he told me yes. So I had slim chance to save anything much. All the tables went. I lost some of the plants, lost some of the table, I lost a few bags of coals, I lost some plants, I lost a few buckets of wine because the water went in, and it went in with a rush and it went in and pulled out. You know, so it's how much I could grab onto and how much I could save, but by the grace of the Almighty, I'm standing. And the neighbors around are very supportive, but I was very supportive, especially this one across there.
Fire tenders were on hand facilitating the cleanup process, clearing the way to accommodate the traffic. Chrislyn John, GBN News.
Social media was saturated with videos detailing the effects of Hurricane Elsa as Grenada experienced a heavy downpour of rain, more so to the northern side of the country. GBN journeyed from Willis to Grenville and through St. David to capture the aftermath of Friday morning's adverse weather conditions.
It's not your normal Friday afternoon. As you can see behind me, this is St. James, and they're trying to clear the roadway, which is one of the main access points when the Balthazar River overflows. Telephone and internet lines were buried under rubble, mud and branches. Work continues to clear the St. James Road, where a massive landslide has restricted access, and as you can see, it endangers a house on the hill. There was also a massive landslide in the Willis-Granville Vale area, which restricted road access. As the rains have abated following the effects of Hurricane Elsa, the eastern main road from St. Andrews to St. David is now clear. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
A relatively new wall, no more than 2 years old, leaned off its foundation and gently laid against an adjacent house less than 2 meters away. No lives lost nor damage to property. However, one family is left terrified of what could have happened. This as Hurricane Elsa lashed out with torrential rains around Grenada.
No loud or deafening noise to warn the occupants of this house shown in the community of Dega St. George of the impending disaster. Rosemary Sylvester is counting her blessings for herself and her family as she recollects what occurred on Friday morning.
Inside, about to take my breakfast, and my grandson asked me for some tea, and I decided was to mix the one what I had to give him, but I was about to go outside behind that same wall on this end to open the drain. And I hear something like a little knock, because I didn't hear no loud noise, but I hear a bottle break. And I go and open the kitchen window, and when I opened the window, I saw the wall fall. So I go in my daughter's room and open the window in the center, and I saw everything come down, and I come outside and go wrong, and I saw the whole wall crumble on come down on the house. So I just kind of panic, and my grandson started to cry and say, where his father, because he thinking his father up there and think something happened to the father, and I tell him the father go to work.
Torrential rains from Hurricane Elsa brought down a massive wall to the back of her house, which is now posing a threat to the neighbors just above her. Sylvester and her neighbors are now appealing for immediate assistance to remove the wall, as well as to install some form of protection during the hurricane season. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Wow. We now switch to Trellona, Charles, for an update with Oslin Crosby from NADMA.
We have online from the National Disaster Management Agency, Public Relations Officer, Ms. Oslin Crosby. Good evening and welcome, Ms. Crosby.
Good evening and thank you so much for having me.
What can you share with us in terms of damage, be it infrastructure and agriculture, based on information received from throughout the state of Grenada regarding the impact of Hurricane Elsa.
We have received reports, a number of reports from throughout the island of damage, mainly caused by floodwaters and the slides. It is what we expected, as the forecast from the Met Office did speak to this as the impact of the system. As it relates to putting a cost or the number, we are still conducting our assessment at NADMA to be able to collate that information before I can share the specifics with you. What I can tell you though is that we at NADMA, and we must say thank you to the public, because the message of preparedness, I think it's safe to say that it was heard. People were looking out for the weather. I think people came out of their homes prepared today to take on this day, expecting it to be wet. Some people were concerned. We have been trying to send out the information to ensure that you know what's happening. Where is Hurricane Elsa, as the system was upgraded this morning to a hurricane. What we are grateful for, though, is not having a direct hit. We continue to, we will sympathize and also are in solidarity with our brothers and sisters in Barbados, because they cannot speak like us. It was a direct hit for them. Reports coming from Barbados show a lot of damage. So we await an official report from our regional parent body, SEDIMA, on what happened in Barbados and how we can assist. And as always, we are always willing to do so. But here in Grenada, several reports, but I cannot qualify it with numbers for you as yet, as we continue to collate that information.
Okay, thank you. That was NADMA's Public Relations Officer, Oslin Crosby. We know it's been a very busy day for you, and thank you for sharing that important information with us.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Trellona. The National Water and Sewage Authority, NWASA, continues to monitor the path of Tropical Storm Elsa, now Hurricane Elsa, affecting Grenada and its dependencies, which started Friday, July 2nd, 2021.
Tropical storm conditions are expected for at least 36 hours from the time of issuance. The National Water and Sewage Authority, NWASA, says the preparatory actions of the authority in maintaining and restoring water and sewage services is of vital importance to national post-disaster activities, and NWASA has therefore enacted its disaster emergency plan. This plan looks at measures to be undertaken for the protection of the authority's infrastructure. NWASA says its intention for this period is to have all water treatment plants open so that persons can have storage tanks and containers filled to last at a minimum of 3 days. All water systems except Pleasance in St. Andrew, Union in St. Mark, and Mount Plaisir and Concord in the parish of St. John are up and running. These systems were reportedly challenged due to the inclement weather over the past 48 hours. NWASA maintains that it recognizes that consumers served by those systems will not be able to retain a 3-day supply as recommended and apologizes for this. The authority is providing the assurance, though, that efforts are being made to have those cleared for distribution as soon as possible. Persons with limited supplies are also encouraged to safely capture rainwater for post-disaster use if necessary. An island-wide network shutdown of all water systems is not yet scheduled. However, the timing for such disruption in service is dependent on 2 factors: the weather conditions and the risks involved at the different systems. Consumers are therefore reminded of the need to have water stored to last a minimum 3 days, taking into consideration the immediate needs of their family. Heavy rainfall and thunderstorm accompanied by gusty winds are expected with the bands of Elsa into Saturday morning, conditions which can taint the quality of water provided and cause dam blockages, hindering the production of water for an extended period. Persons with storage tanks are encouraged to switch off the outlet of those tanks as late as conditions allow, so that the stored water would not be lost through leaks that may occur on a customer's property due to damaged plumbing during the passage of the storm. For GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.
This is News at 7. Coming up, 68-year-old Sandra Booker is the vaccine lotto winner. Stay with us.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Now is the time to treat yourself to a new Samsung A7 tablet for free. You heard me, free. Simply add your postpaid mobile plan to your new or existing all-in or all-in plus bundle and get a free Samsung A7 tablet. Now that's a real treat. So sign up today and add your postpaid plan to your home services to get your free tablet. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
Customer services, bill payment, revenue collections. We are open. NOASA's Lucas Street headquarters.
Come, we are excited to serve you.
NOASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
July 4th is gonna be epic as Waggity Virtual Bingo celebrates its first anniversary. Come in to celebrate with us live. Get ready for Grenada's Soca Superstars, Looney Sparks, and Electrify.
Mirror on the wall, who's the baddest of them all?
Looney Sparks and Electrify. Yes! It's our anniversary, so we're giving away more cash. This time you can win a whopping US $15,000 and tickets cost only $20 US. Remember, if you're in Grenada, tickets are available at gotofed.com or from numerous box offices island-wide. If you're playing overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Sunday, July 4th. Get ready for one massive celebration as Waggity Virtual Bingo celebrates its first anniversary.
Ridgeway Residences, a modern, exclusive residential community offered by Ariza. Purchase one of our completely built houses or let us build for you by simply choosing your lot, choosing your home design from our selection, and let us do the rest. Owning a home does not have to be a frustrating process. For more information, contact Ariza Credit Union on 415-0994 or send us an email on info@ridgewayresidences.gd. Ridgeway Residences, hassle-free home ownership.
The Children and Adolescents Ministries of the Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventists presents Faith is the Victory Gospel Series. Get ready to be blessed by dynamic young preachers. This life-changing gospel series begins on Sunday, 4th July 2021 and continues nightly at 7 p.m. This series will be streamed on Mission Live GND via YouTube and Facebook. Subscribe now. There will be good gospel singing, prayers, special features, and powerful preaching. Come hear interesting topics such as faith as a mustard seed, the shield of faith versus the fiery darts, and the most powerful secret weapon. Above all, God will be there through the Holy Spirit, offering the free gifts of salvation. Come one, come all, and hear children on a mission. It will be awesome and amazing.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
A 68-year-old Grenadian woman is the first winner of the Government of Grenada's and Ministry of Health Lucky Vax Draw. Let's get the details.
Sandra Booker of Belmont St. George was declared the winner of the draw after officials from the Ministry of Health verified her COVID-19 vaccination details following Wednesday's draw, which was conducted by the National Lotteries Authority under the supervision of experienced auditors, PKF accountants, and business advisors in the presence of health officials. The draw, which took place by computer, had randomly selected Ms. Booker's unique identification number as the winning number. Just over 2 weeks ago, on June 15th, during a post-cabinet briefing, the game of chance was announced by Health Minister Nicholas Steele, who said once vaccinated at any of the stipulated vaccination stations, names were automatically registered and entered for a chance to win, with each dose for a single individual equivalent to 1 ticket. The draw was first scheduled for Sunday, June 27th, 2021, but was later postponed to Wednesday, June 30th. Minister Steele explained why the draw was late.
This is a little more complex than just your regular lotto draw or your raffle draw where persons purchase tickets. So we just needed to make sure that everything was working properly for the official draw. So it took 2 days longer. Well, 3 if you counted today being Wednesday.
During Wednesday's To The Point program, the minister detailed how the draw will be carried out and why the winner will be announced in a private manner, saying the name of the winner will remain confidential.
2 things. One, it's not a name that's coming out of the ballot box, because remember, the list of individuals, it's basically a medical record because you came forward to receive a vaccine. So Lotto gets numbers that correspond to persons' names. Lotto will be drawing one of those numbers, and then the Ministry of Health needs to contact that individual, because not every individual may want their name broadcast. Whereas when you purchase a Lotto ticket, you are purchasing that ticket under certain conditions, that your name, etc., would be released, or that you know that the draw is public, etc. Whereas this is for individuals who came forward to get a vaccine. So we draw anonymously and the person is contacted, and if the person, hopefully the person agrees to, then the name will be made public and you will see the person out there saying that they have won.
The draw was done as an incentive to get more people vaccinated amid doubts and rumors surrounding the vaccine. Minister Steele dispelled the death-related rumors concerning individuals who have taken the COVID-19 vaccine locally and regionally.
The WHO has certified and approved the vaccine. Full stop. We support it. We don't have anybody here in Grenada that has died from taking the vaccine, as I gave the numbers of individuals who have received the vaccine, and throughout the Caribbean, I'm not aware of anyone that has died from the vaccine. I'm aware of many rumors, all sorts of rumors.
Grenada began its vaccination program against the virus on February 12th, and to date, 19,929 citizens have received the first dose, and more than 14,000 are fully vaccinated. For GBN News, Beverly Telliswood.
6-year-old Jewel Alexis says she was told by God to change the world, and her goal is to do just that. Now the CEO of a non-profit organization in the United States, the young Grenadian will try to make a difference in Grenada. Rena Pierre-Thomas reports.
Jewel Alexis is a daughter of Shelly-Ann Alexis, a Grenadian living in the U.S. for over 10 years. Shelly-Ann has always had a passion for community work and serving the Lord, and little Jewel Alexis fostered the same passion. Jewel is now a co-founder of Accelerate and Arise Foundation Incorporated, a non-profit organization aimed at helping the needy and spreading the word of peace. The little 6-year-old is the youngest person to ever speak at the White House International Day of Prayer and the youngest to receive a citation award for community work. She was also named an international role model. Speaking to GBN via Zoom, little Alexis says her idea to change the world came from the Lord himself.
Hi, my name is Jewel Alexis Josie and I'm 6 years old. God told me to make a change in the world by giving food to the hungry and clothes to the naked and baby stuff. I'm tired of people trying to kill each other, stab each other, hate each other, knifing each other, breaking each other's legs. That makes God sad. John 13:34 says, just as I, that's Jesus, have loved you, you should love each other. Love wins.
Since Jewel's proclamation, she has embarked on a series of projects that benefited many orphans, homeless people, and the elderly. She is also on a mission to preach peace to the world, starting from a peace march on August 4th in the United States. Shelly-Ann Alexis, her mother, highlighted a few missions that reached out to people here in Grenada and neighboring islands.
Our non-profit organization is a 501c3 that is a tax-exempt organization here in the U.S. We have responded to the St. Vincent volcanic eruption crisis, where we would have sent diapers, food, and toiletries, over 10 boxes to St. Vincent. Currently, we are responding to a newscast that was shared by your television network of this young lady from Granlette.
The mother and daughter say they will be increasing their presence in Grenada as they have plans on ways to help more in need.
We hopefully will be able to collaborate or partner with one school or schools in Grenada where she can, we can just come and make a difference. She can come and encourage the students as well as to support in whatever way we can.
You can follow Jewel on her Instagram page on jewel.jewel.tv. For GBN News, I am Rena Ped-Thomas reporting.
Have you ever heard a song that moved you to the point where you wanted to tell all your friends about it? Some express these sentiments when listening to gospel music. It is currently being used as a faith-based organization to spread the ideals of Christianity to audiences worldwide. We get more in this report.
Jesus declared, "Go ye into the world and preach the gospel." The Children and Adolescents Ministry of the Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventists is doing just that. From Sunday, July 4th, 2021, the Children's Ministry will be hosting Faith is the Victory Gospel Series. The series, expected to be a life-changing event, will be streamed on Mission Live GND via YouTube and Facebook nightly at 7 p.m. Director of the Children and Adolescents Ministry, Glenda Bowen, shared the goal and purpose of the Gospel series.
Our goal is to share Jesus with the boys and girls in our community as well as in the world. We want our children to be role models for their peers and share the love of Jesus to everyone who they come in contact with.
She also gave a sneak peek of the upcoming virtual experience.
This gospel series is a Faith is a Victory, where we involve the children of our churches, They will be preaching, they will be singing and sharing the good news of salvation to the world.
So, get ready to be blessed by dynamic singers and other children who are on a mission to share the gospel. Krista Campbell, GBN News.
Now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Trellona Charles has been looking around the platforms.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience. When Parliament meets next Wednesday, it will take a bill through first stages that could lead to the cancellation of the annual second Monday and Tuesday Carnival holidays.
As we get closer to Carnival, we do expect more of these Carnival-like activities to occur. We beg our people, let us do the right thing. Apply for permission where permission needs to be applied for.
Our online audience give their opinions. Barbara commented, no carnival, but leave the days as a holiday. People are generally under stress. We have increase in suicides and domestic abuse. Give people a chance to free up themselves. Sheldon agreed. He wrote, take your carnival. We need the 2 days to rest and reflect. And Hannah commented, I'm looking for those days to get some rest. Annette commented, 15 kneel in full effect. Take that and cool it. That you all keep voting for to take away all your rights and privileges. This individual asked, so does that make sense? Why cancel the holidays and we have no COVID? So instead of the situation improving, it is getting worse. This goes to show that the government is using this pandemic to oppress Grenadians. Jose commented, I think this administration wants to punish Grenada because they had high expectations that Grenadians would be taking the vaccine, but got disappointed when the vaccine was questioned and caused Grenadians to be skeptical of what they will be putting into their bodies. So, they're now going to take away the carnival and the holidays. 2 days holidays, but they can't stop Tuesday jab. And Sirana commented, shoops. Come on, give people a break and keep the bank holidays. If anyone violates it, deal with it accordingly, but do not punish everyone for a few persons' errors. That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. If you would like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, be sure to comment on GBN's Facebook page.
Quite the debate going on there on social media. We move from the thought process to the visual impact. It's time to take a peek through the GBN eyesore lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN eyesore is brought to you by ClearVision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. ClearVision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ClearVision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
By any means necessary. This person in tonight's GBN eyesore did not let the inclement weather or the fact that the island is under storm watch deter them from the task at hand. See for yourself. Kudos to that individual, and GBN hopes you passed your exam. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
It gets tricky to put your hand out when rain is falling, so I really hope that person passed their test. Still ahead, details about GBN's poetry competition. This is News at 7.
rum lemon, passion fruit, sorrel, even the exotic spicy rum.
Ah, the flavored rums of Grenada Distillers Limited.
Class codes?
Yes, girl. They are all produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited in Woodlands. You know, all their rums are world-class and internationally acclaimed, winners of numerous gold medals.
I'll have the spicy rum and the
Grenada's #1 rum. We drink it on sport. Add a little flavor to your life.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, then Neverland. But we're all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand-name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Ben Jones Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Now is the time to treat yourself to a new Samsung A7 tablet for free. You heard me, free. Simply add your postpaid mobile plan to your new or existing all-in or all-in plus bundle and get a free Samsung A7 tablet. Now that's a real treat. So sign up today and add your postpaid plan to your home services to get your free tablet. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
Can you write 4 lines of poetry after simply viewing a photo? Well, participants were asked to do just that for GBN's poetry competition. Krista Campbell reports.
Graceful, elegant is the way he imagined me. Majestic, imposing, it what I was meant to be. Searching, fishing is very much my day. With such perks of creation, who would think that I am a bird of prey?
This poetic piece was penned by Garrick Batiste, winner of GBN's recently held poetry competition. For this competition, participants were asked to write 4 lines of poetry based on these 2 photographs to win a cash voucher at a store of their choice. Garrick Batiste titled his poetic creation, Deception, Birds of Prey. When asked if this was the first thing that came to mind upon viewing the photographs, Batiste had this to say.
It was. It was. Actually, it was. It's just when I get back in, I thought maybe actually it sounded a little familiar, maybe a little too sort of straightforward, and that's when I added the part at the front. But that's the first thought that came to mind, actually.
Grenadian author and publisher David Ambrose was one of the esteemed judges of the competition. He reviewed the criteria and shared his thoughts on the participants' submissions.
Yeah, I was also impressed, and the judges didn't find it easy to come up with the top 3 and eventually the winner. When it comes to poetry and things like that, you have things like the titles, and in this case, I think it was 4 lines or a specific number of lines. Even though some people had great pieces, but either they didn't have a title or they didn't have that specific number of lines, too long, not long enough, usually too long. There were pictures with birds, so they misidentified the birds perhaps. So all of that had to be taken into consideration when we looked at the 3 winners, or the top 3, the top 5 in this case, breaking it down to the winner.
GBN's Managing Director, Odette Campbell, has offered her sincerest thanks to all of the participants for their submissions. She highlighted the value of poetry in helping people develop their language skills. Authors say the art form helps by teaching rhythm to those engaged with poetic expressions. In essence, poetry is a great tool for developing one's self while speaking to the soul of the audience. Krista Campbell, GBN News.
Well done, Garrick. Now, if you are 18 years or older and want to develop your leadership skills, then Guardian Group's scholarship might be just for you. Krista Campbell tells us more about this scholarship opportunity.
Nelson Mandela proclaimed, quote, "The youth of today are the leaders of tomorrow." Unquote. It is against this backdrop that numerous organizations developed programs that hone the youth's leadership skills. The Guardian Group, in collaboration with the UN-established University of Peace, is doing their part where leadership development is concerned.
Guardian Group, in collaboration with the United Nations established University of Peace, we decided that the best way we can help grow the human capital in the Caribbean was by offering 10 full diploma scholarship programs in global leadership.
So what does this scholarship opportunity entail?
This program will basically adapt persons with concrete leadership techniques and competences, really to foster creativity and innovation. And they will have an opportunity to work alongside innovators and change makers from across the world. And they will have an opportunity to apply those tools and those frameworks to really, in fact, grow in their organizational leadership.
If you are interested in this scholarship opportunity, visit www.ggscholarship.com for more information. Krista Campbell, GBN News.
Stay with us. Weather and sports up next.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today. Trends come and go, but jewelry is forever in style. Give a gift that lasts a lifetime. Diamond Intercontinental have diamond jewelry, gold and silver jewelries, engagement rings, wedding bands, chains, bracelets, and so much more. They also carry brands such as Anne Klein and Guess. Why wait? Visit Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store at the Esplanade Mall. Call 440-231234. The number again, 232-1234.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Hills and Valley Pharmacy offers both wholesale and retail pharmaceutical and over-the-counter products. We have the most competitive and affordable prices. We are the agents for Vic Plus multivitamin for healthy everyday lifestyle and Sanatogen powder. Hills and Valley Pharmacy supplies the best quality, name brand clinical products such as Rescue Oil, Bio Oil, Neutrogena, Aveeno, and Clarisil. We offer the most convenient opening hours. Our telephone numbers are 435-6904 or 6903. Remember, at Hills and Valley Pharmacy, your health is our business. We care.
Now open, Hills and Valley Medicare Center, your one-stop for medical supplies, massage therapy, physiotherapy, and an in-house physician. At Hills and Valley, your health is our business. CGI, Consumers Guarantee Insurance Company Limited, wishes to advise that in the event of adverse weather conditions, we can be reached at the following numbers to report claims. Our main contact number is 440-0217. Alternative numbers are 405-8732, 405-8734, 405-8735, 405-8736, or 420-2348. Our main contact number once again is 440-0217. Once conditions permit, emergency operations will be set up at our branch office, NIS Building, Melva Street, St. George's. In the event that telecommunication lines are down, we will attempt to locate customers using their last known postal address. Remember to stay tuned to the media for announcements and details. If evacuation is necessary, please secure all important documents, including your policy information, in a waterproof container and take them with you. We encourage you to stay safe. That's been an important notice from CGI, Consumers Guarantee Insurance Company Limited.
Montreal, it's time to line virtually one more time. Gemma Rayburn Baines here for Spice Island Cultural Festival, a celebration of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. This summer's festival is a celebration of life with food, fashion, music, and culture. Join us online Saturday, July 10th, 3 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube at Spice Island Cultural Festival. Info, spiceislandculturalday.com.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
Tonight's minimum temperature 24.5 degrees Celsius. There is a warning, flooding and landslides possible in vulnerable areas. Weather cloudy to overcast with some widely scattered to scattered showers and possible isolated thunder. Winds east-southeasterly to southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas rough, waves 9 to 13 feet in open waters. A marine advisory remains in effect. Tides are high at 10:15 p.m. and low at 10 minutes past 5 in the morning. On Saturday, the sun will rise at 13 minutes to 6. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy to overcast and breezy, with some light to moderate, widely scattered to scattered showers and possible isolated thunder showers. On Sunday, we're looking at generally fair and windy, becoming partly cloudy at times, with few brief showers mainly during the morning and night. On Monday, partly cloudy and windy with few brief showers, increasing in cloudiness overnight with few brief to widely scattered showers. Basically, we're having a very wet weekend. Stay dry, y'all. That was your weather forecast on GBN News.
Good evening, sporting fans. 4 athletes from the Grenada Athletics Association have qualified for the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games, while 2 swimmers representing the Grenada Amateur Swimming Association have received universality places for the Games in Japan. Kirani James will compete in the 400 meters men, Melanie Rodney 400 meters women, Anderson Peters javelin, Lyndon Victor decathlon, Kimberly Ince 100 meter backstroke women, and Delron Felix 100 meter freestyle men. The team will be accompanied by coaches Paul Phillip, throws, Harvey Glantz, track, Valencia Sihira, swimming, Joshua Prista, decathlon, and Thomas Fitzsimon, pole vault. The opening ceremony will be held on July 23rd, 2021. It was no easy feat for Delron Felix and Kimberly Ince, who are set to represent Grenada in swimming at next month's 2020 Olympics in Tokyo, Japan. The COVID-19 global pandemic led to the cancellation of the initial staging of the 2020 Olympics. Athletes throughout the world were left in limbo and unsure of their athletic futures. The global lockdown posed obvious challenges for the continuation of training, and athletes had to dig deep within to remain motivated. The Grenada Amateur Swimming Association says its athletes were no exception. In an official release, it detailed how Kimberly Ince had to adapt to online learning at a critical stage of secondary school as she entered Form 5 at St. Joseph's Convent, St. George's, while Delron juggled the responsibilities of work in an uncertain environment. The association said training was not without challenges during the periods of partial lockdowns and limited access to a training pool. Despite the many obstacles faced, they were successful in their selection for universality places to represent Grenada on the highest swimming stage. Delron Felix will compete in the men's 100 meters freestyle, while Kimberly Ince will compete in the women's 100 meter backstroke swimming events starting on July 24th. Still in swimming, the second National Learn to Swim Week for 2021 is carded from Monday, July 12th to Friday 16th. The swim week starts in just 10 days at 14 locations, including Carriacou and Petit Martinique. The classes are in the morning at 9 a.m. or 10 p.m. or 11 a.m. and would last 45 minutes to an hour. The locations include Grand Anse in front of the Catholic Church, Camahan Park in front of the Yellow Lifeguard Tower, as well as in front of Umbrella's Restaurant, Grand Mall Beach at Go Cool Steps, La Sagesse Beach and Grenada Marine at Corinth St. David, Sutter's Breakwater Project, Hope Beach and Birch Grove at Mellows Complex for St. Andrew, the Lance in Guave and Waltham Beach, St. Mark. Interested persons should note that children must be at least 5 years old to qualify for classes. This year, Getting Grenada Swimming is encouraging more to join in the program, as adult classes are also available. That's it for sports. Our One Caribbean Hookup is up next. This is your One Caribbean Hookup. Tropical storm Elsa strengthened into a hurricane about 40 miles west of Barbados Friday morning, blowing maximum sustained winds of 75 miles per hour. The Category 1 hurricane caused power outages, blew roofs off homes, toppled trees, and caused flooding in areas across the island. There were no reports of injuries or deaths. Minister of Home Affairs Wilfred Abrahams urged Barbadians to shelter in place and only leave their homes if the structures were to become damaged.
I have to urge Barbadians to be cautious and to protect your safety. We have a number more persons who have entered the shelters. I think the number is up to about 45 now, and those are persons who made that decision that it was in their best interest to put themselves somewhere safe. We're getting reports from people, and we're getting some video from people who are filming and submitting the effect aspects of the system to us, and while we appreciate what you have sent us, I ask you please do so from the safety of your home and from inside a protective structure. Please do not go outside to film this event. I know a lot of social media is about likes and getting it first. That is not your role now. Your role is to be safe and to keep your family safe. So I urge you, unless you are moving in order to protect your own life, please stay put at this point in time. It is dangerous out there and we would like you to be safe.
What did you do? Uh-huh. His political rivals who contend the move was politically motivated. The Prime Minister, in his scathing rebuke this morning, insisted that local government elections will not be held this year. We get the details in this report.
Nonsense. There will be no local government elections held this year.
A straightforward answer from Prime Minister Andrew Holness in response to suggestions that a local government election could be held soon.
And certainly there will be no local government election held until I am satisfied that Jamaica is on the right trajectory for vaccination.
Mr. Holness also had a veiled warning for political operatives on the so-called campaign trail, who he suggested are breaching the law.
So all those who are looking for excuse to go on mobilization tours and break the DRMA regulations, because some of what I have seen, I am wondering how it is that the Disaster Risk Management Act, which is policed by ODPEM, is not enforced on those who would seek, under the guise of some false mobilization, to break the protocols.
Come July, stakeholders in the entertainment sector will begin benefiting from opportunities to stage parties and other events. The Prime Minister insisted that the relaxed restrictions were to give struggling stakeholders a chance to revive their livelihoods.
As soon as we get an opportunity to provide relief to those persons who have been without income, we will, with due care and caution, allow for increased movement, increased gathering.
Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.
Internationally, emergency officials in Western Canada are urgently trying to account for more than 1,000 people who were forced to flee a wildfire on Wednesday. It took just 15 minutes for flames to sweep through the village of Layton, which has been at the center of an unprecedented heat wave. The mayor says 90% of the area has been destroyed. Al Jazeera's Laura Burden-Manny reports.
Almost an entire town destroyed by wildfire. Some of the 250 residents of Lytton in Western Canada had little warning to escape the flames. Many of their homes now reduced to cinders.
Where are we going to go?
This after temperatures in the area smashed records at almost 50 degrees.
I can tell you that at best it has been unnerving, and at worst it has been downright terrifying in British Columbia. We drove up here to Kamloops yesterday for our vacation and saw a plume of smoke so big coming from Lytton, all that distance from here in Kamloops. And my son said to me, "Is there a volcano erupting over there?"
This map from NASA shows the area where days of record temperatures have hit the entire northwest of the United States and Canada. The unusual weather is being linked to the so-called heat dome, where high-pressure zones trap hot air. Emergency crews have been taking to the sky as well as the ground to battle fast-spreading fires across Northern California. The flames once again forcing residents from their homes. This man in Lakehead expressed hope that he wouldn't have to leave.
Real concerned. The wind's coming up and the flames aren't too far away, so we got to pay attention.
Others wait out the fire at a high school that's serving as a Red Cross shelter.
It was cooling off and just getting to sleep really good when the sheriff came through right before first light and said everyone has to leave, so that's what we woke up to, and here we are.
It's not just the fires that are causing concern, as Western California and Canada is consumed by a drought which many have attributed to climate change. The heat wave has also taken hundreds of lives.
Estimates of the number of excess heat-related deaths in counties that cover just 62% of our population suggest that 5,500 Americans die every year from the heat. Certainly, the event we've seen, we're going to see excess deaths a lot more than we should have.
Back across the border in Canada, the extreme temperatures have had a devastating impact. Hundreds of deaths in British Columbia have been linked to the heat wave. And volunteers are doing what they can to take care of the most vulnerable. Laura Bowden-Manley, Al Jazeera.
That's it for your One Caribbean Hookup. I'm Trellona Charles. Thank you for joining us.
Let's recap the headlines. Hurricane Elsa dumped heavy rains across Grenada, leaving damage in its path. 68-year-old Sandra Booker is the vaccine lotto winner. In tonight's GBN Entertainment, we looked at the use of gospel music in spreading the ideals of Christianity. In Around the Globe, Barbadians counting damage caused by Hurricane Elsa. Jamaica's Prime Minister says no local elections for 2021. And further afield, Canada trying to account for more than 1,000 people forced to flee as wildfire destroys town. In sports, 4 athletes from the Grenada Athletics Association qualify for the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games. And second Learn to Swim Week for 2021 just 10 days away. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television's Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Chrislyn Lashington. That's the news. We'll see you again. Good night.